Oh yeah. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
That little delay is crazy. It'll catch
But
you.
I didn't hear the AllBall TV and the thing.
You didn't? You heard it, Flea?
You're not supposed to. We're not supposed to, but it plays.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay. You know, listen,
Fabian
man, my dementia. I'm old, man. I'm sorry.
On the watch back, it plays.
Expected, so accepted. They don't like comentario. Subscribe. You heard the to my left.
Look at
Oh,
the
we
hate.
live.
Yo, Big Flea, I'm here.
Dame dato. Oh, ball. Dame dato.
That's all I got for today. My brother's in the building. Big shout out, Dom. Always happy when it's more than two of us on the screen. Let's get it.
Busy. Oh, Bones got busy. You understand the you understand the movement, Bones. You understand the movement. I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail. Hilarious. I thought it was genius.
Always.
Round one. Game one thus far. What do we think about the playoffs so far, guys? We want to start off with AllBall. Oh, he's laughing already. Please. He's laughing already. You know who he's going with.
Yeah, I know.
I'll start. No. I'm gonna throw a curveball on y'all. I'm gonna start with last night.
Right.
Flea, how long we been saying he was brought there for this moment?
Yeah.
He was brought there for just in case Giannis gets hurt. Look at your man over there. Let me finish. You rolling your eyes already. He was brought there in case Giannis gets hurt, and he was brought there to win him a championship. He wasn't brought there for the regular season. Now, I'm a big Dame Lillard fan, and I gotta have the same energy. He didn't have a great regular season. I know they was a third seed, decent record, but he didn't have a great season. But I've been consistent and adamant, and it's no excuse. I was wrong about the regular season, but I have been saying he's brought there for the playoffs. And last night proved it. I don't know what happened in the second half, but he did enough in the first half to shut up the greatest point guard of all time all of a sudden, Halliburton. Big shout out to Halliburton, who got humbled last night worse than Devin Haney. I'm sorry. I don't know which humbling was worse, Devin Haney or Halliburton, because Halliburton was talking all that in the play-in, mocking Dame Lillard. And once again, when you're in the playoffs, y'all, it's the big dogs. The big dogs. A lot of these guys, it's their first time, or, maybe their second time didn't have no success. And when y'all going up against veterans, guys that have 10 plus years in the league, they have pride, things of that nature. This is what happens. Dame Lillard is looking forward to playing against a guy like Halliburton. And I think this series is very underrated because these two point guards have respectful smoke for each other. And to hear Stephen A., Shannon Sharp, Shaquille O'Neal, and Charles Barkley say they have Indiana in this series, even if Milwaukee was fully healthy. Someone else on this panel said that also. I'm not going to say no names. So for me, so far, that the game ones, listen, everybody's wrong. And I love it. Everybody's wrong. I want to get Flea perspective, but I'm going to just stay right there for the moment. I love what Dame Lillard did, humbling the young, up-and-coming great point guard, Halliburton, who is not, it never has been, better than Jalen Brunson.
Oh, I guess what? Oh, jump back in.
Yeah, he'll jump back in.
Yeah, I had Halliburton and the Pacers smoking them. I forgot. I guess you could say whatever you want, but Halliburton, he ain't the same Halliburton. It ain't because of, call it an excuse, call it whatever you want. Take your loss like a man. You can suck your teeth all you want to, AllBall. Take a loss like a man. This ain't the same Halliburton. Halliburton that came out.
He didn't even have double digits last night.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool. He ain't have double digits, but I ain't kicking the man while he's down. That ain't my style. Halliburton, when he was healthy, we saw what we torched Dame Lillard. He torched them boys. The guy's supposed to be better than them. So ever since he did a split and tore whatever part of his body part that was, he ain't been the same. The one, I guess that game stood out though. Let's be clear. Dame Lillard, let's give him his props. There's no Giannis there. There's no Giannis there. He had to carry them. and Bobby P had a big game. The other game that stood out to me was last night. Same night. Oklahoma City Pelicans. Which one of these teams want to win the game? Which one of these teams want to win a ball game? To your point, AllBall, is Brandon Ingram that good? He's 1A. Is he 1A? I don't know about that. Not sure. SGA, prove to me you ain't this top 3. And you know I love SGA. We gotta knock it off. We gotta stop that. He got way more MVP votes than Brunson did, all because his guys were healthy. Period. Chet Holmgren showed up all of a sudden a top team in the league. Nah, come on, man. 7 feet could do all that. If Brunson had that, or any one of these guys, if Luka Doncic has that, it's over. He didn't have everybody healthy either. So the OKC thing, yeah, they won that game, but I'm not impressed, bro. I'm not impressed. I'm more impressed. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'll leave this with you, Flea. I'll pass it off to you before we get to who you know AllBall wants to get to. Minnesota came out thorough.
That's who I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about all these other niggas. I don't want to talk about my son. I don't want to talk about who I've been pumping for the last year.
That's a fact.
I've been telling y'all this kid, Anthony Edwards, is legitimate. He's not, no, he's like that. This kid has come back in the playoffs and said Kevin Durant who? This kid admittedly said Kevin Durant is his favorite player of all time, and he goes at him. There's no starstruck. There's no, I'm in awe of this dude. He is going at this dude. He's going at Book. He's going at Brad. He's going at everybody every single night. This kid shows up and is super duper competitive. Super competitive. He has everything. 3-level score, however you want it, right? And he's leading that Minnesota team. That's the game that I was fully impressed. They thumped Phoenix, got them out of here, thumped them. Now again, this is a series, best out of 7, first to 4. I get it, but to open the playoffs like that, and then to tweet after 15 more, like kids don't do that, right? Like he's 22 years old.
Tough.
Kids don't talk like that, right? Players don't usually, you don't get players that invested to really think about, championships and wanting to win like that. This kid is 22 years old. He tweets after 15 more. That means that's championship talk. That's not, right. Oh, I'm just trying to get my feet wet. That's big talk. So that's why I was really impressed with the opening night. Obviously, all 3 of us are super impressed with our Knicks getting that first game of the series. So yeah, I think Anthony Edwards was super impressive to me.
But hold on, both of y'all great points. Definitely, Ant-Man, I was wrong. I didn't think he was a superstar yet. I said I would have to reserve to the playoffs. I was dead wrong. He's what the game is missing. Him and Brunson, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Knicks fan. Him and Brunson is what sports needs. You need an underdog, and you need a guy that's not in awe. I'm going to steal that from you, Flea, of anybody.
Yeah.
Sports supposed to be competitive. Sports supposed to be, ish talking, competition. Yeah, respect. But when we on this court, I'm going at you. Respectful arguing. You see the refs ain't do nothing because they know this is what NBA playoffs and sports supposed to be. So I'm glad that Ant-Man has that mindset even during the season. I'm better than SGA. I'm better than this person. I'm the best player in the league. But let me just say this. I'm very impressed with the LA Clippers. No Kawhi Leonard. I had Dallas Mavericks, the most dangerous team in the NBA, which I think now the Knicks surpassed them with that. But I was big on, Luka, Kyrie, the addition of the young kid, I think Washington. And with no Kawhi Leonard at home, because hold on, it was in Dallas.
No, it was in LA.
Okay, it was in LA. I was very impressed. I think a lot of people wouldn't give LA a shot with no Kawhi Leonard to beat a hot team like Dallas. Listen, man, James Harden came through, Flea.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
OG. Daniel Gafford had 0 rebounds yesterday. 0 rebounds, Fabian.
Ridiculous.
He had 0 rebounds.
Wow.
Right? It was clear what the game plan was against Dallas. And that was let them two go eat.
Yep.
You other cats, y'all
Nothing.
are not even getting a breadcrumb. Not a breadcrumb. Nobody's getting anything at the table. You guys are gonna starve for the rest of this game. Kyrie had 31, Luka had 33, and you know Kyrie got it rolling in that third quarter. Luka got it going, but like yes, Christian, they started the game. They started the game giving Zoo the ball, and he was dog walking Gafford, dog walking him. It was bad. Yes. I was like, oh, okay, Big Zoo. So, like I said, it's the playoffs. You can't overreact to too many games. But in terms of how the Clippers looked without Kawhi Leonard, now you just insert him at whatever point he gets healthy and gets ready to go. This series could get ugly if that's the game plan. If they're gonna just strap everybody and let those two guards dominate.
Before Fabian go, I think this series we can exaggerate. And this is why this is the problem with Luka and Kyrie Irving. And this is why at this point, a lot of people are saying they would take Jalen Brunson over those guys. It's not about the skill set. It's not about the talent. Getting others involved, getting guys that confidence. Luka and Kyrie don't do that. And that's going to be a problem for them. I'm sorry. I'm high on, I'm sorry for you I'm high on you not being able to beat a team without their best player. Like OKC, even though they won with no Zion, I have a problem with that. I'm not saying you're supposed to sweep or blow nobody out, but it shouldn't come down to that. Luka and Kyrie, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, but I want to ask both of you guys a question. I don't know what direction Fabian was going in, but I want to ask both of you guys a question. Because I thought I saw this a lot throughout the first games of all these series. There was a lot of guys in a lot of different series where like that moment just looked way too big, right? It just the playoffs. Game 1, it's a playoff atmosphere. You know, I looked at the Magic. Orlando, you know, they lost that game to Cleveland, but there's a few guys over there that was like, damn, it's the playoffs. Like the lights is bright. It's the biggest stage. You know what I'm saying? That's one game, but there's a few different other games that I saw that like, you know, certain guys didn't look like they were ready. Is that anything to do with Dallas and what they have, or what you're saying, AllBall, Kyrie and Luka didn't do a good job of getting everybody else involved?
Well, I'll let Fabian respond, and I'll respond after him because he didn't go yet. Fabian, your thoughts?
No, I was gonna let you respond because I'm looking for that Daniel Gafford clip. Here you go. I'm sorry.
Okay,
it was a perfect transition. Hold on, real quick, AllBall.
Okay.
I think this is Daniel Gafford responding, saying something to what Flea is saying, and this is I was surprised by it. Let me see if I can get that.
You know,
you can hear it.
One of the guys that came out that was ready to play, and then you know, guys like me for sure that was nothing on the board. So it was just kind of like, you know, commit to anything, give anything to the team at the time. So most definitely it's just, you know, we had to take that extra step and just like adjust to physicality, adjust to what they were trying.
So Daniel Gafford, in all honesty, there were guys that came out that were ready to play, and guys like me that was out there on the floor just running back and forth. I felt like I couldn't commit to anything, give anything to the team at the time.
Well,
that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
Wait, but for him,
it's the playoffs, OG.
Flea, that question you asked is a great question. I'm glad Fabian will let me respond first. Flea, what you said is perfect.
OG, what the hell is that?
No. Let me explain. And that's the problem with sports, with the world, with social media. These young dudes think they know what all. They think it's a game. They need to realize the LeBrons, the KDs, the Kawhis, even though we troll them and play around, and the Hardens, those guys don't take the regular season serious. So when you young guys is crossing them over, dunking on them, and having good games, and y'all think they lost a step, let's not forget, in the playoffs, the game is called different. It's more physical. The game is slower. Nobody's scoring 140, 150. And these guys are veterans. These guys have pride. You talking about guys that have, Floyd Mayweather said it perfect. When he was a champion, that's the game within the game, Flea. Watching Orlando Magic, that was I watched that whole game. I said, oh, they not ready.
They're just not ready. They're just not ready. That's it. It's nothing against them. They great, talented guys, all great play. They just not ready yet.
Faye, before you go, that pressure is different. Remember, all season, now when you get in those playoffs, remember, this could make or break you. Ant-Man understands it. He was there last year. He understands, and he just has a different dog mindset. Flea, great question, great point. These guys are not ready. That's just what it is. In OKC, they snuck one out. They not ready. I don't care what nobody say. They not ready. They not ready to make that leap.
Fabian, Suggs had a great game, and Donovan Mitchell gave him 30. Suggs had a great game.
Was it great?
Donovan Mitchell gave him, huh?
You thought it was a great game?
I thought, no. What I'm saying is that's his first playoff experience. You know what I mean? I think they played well. I think the Magic are going to figure themselves out. But I'm just being funny. Suggs had a great game, and Mitchell gave him 30, right? So it's just there's levels to this thing. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand, like OG was saying, that, you know, these young players have great seasons, but the superstars are born in the playoffs. When you talk about a superstar level player, we got to see you do it when the game matters the most. It ain't a Thursday in mid-February and, you know, we just out here just getting some cardio. No, this is for, you know what I'm saying? Like Aunt Edward said, 15 more. Each win matters. Each loss matters. I don't know. So what you think about what I asked?
Well, no, I love the first thing I thought of was when I saw that comment by Gafford, and I'm
crazy.
Gafford left me baffled. What are you talking about, Gafford? I was running up and down the court. Just be quiet, bro. Go back home. Just we'll be back for game 2. Also, remember the Dallas Mavericks were down 2-1 against the Miami Heat when, you know, LeBron is still lying about what happened and Eddie House called them out. Shout out to Eddie House. The Dallas Mavericks, they had a bunch of legendary veterans on the team. Jason Terry, the Jet, Jason Kidd. I don't think the Mavericks have that.
A lot of Tyson Chandler, all Tyson Chandler, all of them.
Stevenson.
Well, Tyson was young, but I don't see anybody on the Mavericks like Kyrie is that guy for you, and that's cool, but it's too much hippie vibes, bro. Mark Cuban's a hippie. All these guys, anything goes, and it's all peace, guys, peace and love. No. Where's the other guy, the guy that they traded, the troublemaker, Grant Williams? I think they're missing that.
You need a cat like that, but you need it. But see, I like OG.
Wow. Great point.
OG, you hear what Fabian said? You need a guy like that when it gets its time. Respectfully, Derrick Jones Jr. is not that. Derrick Jones Jr. is a hell of an athlete, but he's not one of them guys that when we get into a dogfight series and we need a Grant Williams to muck the game up a little bit and really, you know, be that PJ Tucker type guy, be that Pat Beverly type guy, that Tony Allen kind of guy. They don't have that.
Let's be realistic, right? I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna throw it all on the table. I never heard nobody say they don't like or don't want to play with Kyrie, so I don't know. But we've heard that about Luka Doncic. Let's be for real.
Have we?
Yeah. What are you talking about? Didn't Woody said it's tough to play with him? Chandler Parsons came out and said it. Let's be real. He's a ball hog. He's a ball hog. He ain't worried about nobody else but himself. At the end of the day, what we all say, Flea, you big on members. It's a team sport. You ain't gonna beat nobody by yourself. He doesn't get nobody involved. When you have two players like that it seems like from the outside looking in, and I don't know, very selfish ball players. I'm gonna get mine. Y'all get yours. It seems like that's what goes on in Dallas, and that's why I never was high on Luka. As much as people brag and boast about Brunson, he had a ball in his hand for 20 seconds of the 24-second shot clock. But for some reason, everybody is happy and wants to play with him. And for some reason, everybody has career years and career seasons. Everybody that plays with Luka or Kyrie, I'm sorry, it doesn't happen. So for me, Fleet, great point, man. Guys could be not ready for the moment, but what about playing with? We've all played with ball hogs. Well, you know what you say to yourself? Go ahead, bro. I don't even care.
We said this for 2-3 months. My bad, Fleet. 2 or 3 months.
No. Go ahead, Cook.
Luka's on the clock, bro. Stop with this top 3, top 4 MVP. SGA won his game. Joker won his game. And they have teams. You guys have your team, your top 4 or 5 teams. Luka, this is the 3rd, 4th guy. Jalen Brunson's out of there. Grant Williams is out of there. And he's minuscule compared to everybody else, but we can't overlook this. Like you said, people don't want to play with him. Guess who else doesn't want to be around him? His former coach and former general manager. Rick Carlisle is in the playoffs still. He's in the game. The other guy retired, Don Nelson Jr.
KP was
the
there.
guy, his region mate. Yeah, KP, they're not from the same country, but from the same. They got him because of him. And you still couldn't really work that out. And he's thriving in Boston. So how many more lineups do you need to go get around this guy? It's not everybody else. At some point, we gotta. What my mom used to say, you point that finger, it's 4 pointing back at you, whatever, 3 pointing back at you. Luka's on the clock, bro. And Fleet, we disagree about this earlier. That grenade ball, like I've never been I don't with him. I love him, but the dribbling 13,000 times and then leaving me the rock with 2 seconds left, nah, man. It's not. It's not.
I'm not a fan.
Enough,
I'm not a fan of it, bro. I agree with you, man. I just. That comparison of Luka is like LeBron and all that kind of stuff. We got to stop that, right? We got to cut that out, because the fact remains that getting guys involved does not mean I go look at the stat sheet and you got 10, 12 assists. Like you said, that comment about, the grenade ball, as we talk about it, when you breaking a guy down and you can't get a good shot and there's 2 seconds left and Tim Hardaway Jr. hits a shot, or Maxi Kleber hits a shot, or it might happen to be Kyrie Irving, whatever. That looks good on the stat sheet because in reality it is an assist. But at the end of the day, now the offense is bogged down and you getting really a contested tough shot. But guys we're talking about pros, so guys make shots. What I'm saying is that for him to take it to the next level, he's already immensely talented. Like none of us are going to sit here and say he's not talented. He's immensely talented. When he steps on the floor, a lot of the times he is the best player on the floor. I don't think we'll argue that. But OG hit it right on the head. If he starts to get other guys involved where they are as confident as he is on the floor, they would be a much better team. Obviously, you don't have to worry about that with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is good with or without Luka. But I'm talking about the other pieces that Luka's going to need to go to the next level. Derek Lively should feel so empowered by Luka. All the other guys that you're going to need to go to the next level, all those guys should have the same amount of confidence when they have the rock as you have. And I don't think that's the case right now. I think that, aside from Kyrie Irving, a lot of those guys rely on the fact that Luka is just he's just better than a lot of players. He's just better. But just being better doesn't mean that you're going to win. Again, like you said, OG, this is a team sport, 5-on-5. The Clippers game plan, it looked like the other day, was allow them to eat because these other guys don't look like they're ready. So I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Ant-Man just jumped into the comments. He said, "I'm winning Minnesota a ring this year. Nobody can guard me." Now, that's the fact. Thanks for joining us, Ant-Man.
We appreciate you.
Now, before we jump to maybe 1 or 2 more series, I'm gonna just say this. Just think about now, you play on the Mavericks, and let alone all of that, and your star player don't play defense. So, for me, man, listen, it's both. It's right, but I'm just saying. Like I said, I've seen Kyrie make the effort. I don't see Luka make no effort. I could be wrong. I don't want to keep throwing, more on top of that. But I've seen it,
but it's not consistent.
Right. So yeah. So I think Dallas is in big trouble. I really do, because I think, I said this, remember, y'all, in the beginning of the season, Luka just want to get his. Luka ain't worrying about no championship, bro. The land is already laid out for him.
I thought you were going to say what Kenyon Martin said after you said it. Is Luka really the best player on the Dallas Mavericks? Like, and let's just say flat out on scoring wise, your number one option. Because at this point, if you're just playing, and Flea, you'll answer this better than me. If you're just going back and forth, playing how you say that, hot potato, I don't think it works like that. Like that may have worked in Cleveland when you got LeBron and two of your other stars don't play defense. Okay, but you got LeBron there. Mm-hmm. That's to your point. And they keep comparing Luka to LeBron James. Which one? The 40-year-old version? This guy? Because that ain't no 26-year-old LeBron out there. LeBron at 26 was insane. Insane. Yeah, this is come on, man. It's not even close.
He was ridiculous.
Yeah. He was by far the best player in the NBA. It wasn't even like, it's true, like by far. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and it hurts my soul to say that.
Yeah,
but I'm not crazy by far. And great segue.
That's a good segue. Go get your shit. Go eat. Go ahead.
No. You know what? You know what? I'm not going to no. You know what, Flea? I'm not going to even go crazy, right? Because I honestly think the Lakers have a chance to beat Denver, right? Mm-hmm. But that first game, listen, man, let's be realistic. If Russell and Reeves have a better game, and I know if it was a fifth, we all be, but if those guys can show up, LeBron and AD did their job. They did their. Y'all know me, and I don't want to say that. They did their job. I honestly don't think Denver is as good as everybody makes out to be. Flea, you said it in the beginning of the season, and now I think the loss of Green and Bruce Brown plays a major part. I don't see Michael Porter Jr. being consistent. He's had a better season than I thought he would have. But the Lakers have a chance. I just think the coaching is horrific. Listen, man, when you have a guy on the sideline you don't even like or respect, I don't like Darvin Ham, and I don't know him. I hate looking at him. I hate watching him talk. He looks like he don't know what he's doing. Like, it's ridiculous. So for me, of course, I don't want the Lakers to win nothing. But I'm not going to sit here and say with an AD and a LeBron that you don't have a shot. The Denver Nuggets is a good team. They're not a great team. Joker is that great, yes. But Anthony Davis goes at him. Anthony Davis is going to give you a double-double, 25 and 15. He's going to protect the rim. If Russell and Reeves have a decent game, once again, if the coaching is better, you know how to scheme and them lineups, they have a solid crew. But listen, man, I've been saying it. LeBron James has to figure out what he wants to do. It's either you're going to play for championships or you're going to retire. This squad is not good enough to make the finals. You know that. What are you doing? What are you doing?
OG. This
team... if they get swept in the first round, his GOAT discussion is done. Done!
OG, this team was in the Western Conference Finals last season.
By default.
Virtually the same team, right? Virtually the same team. Like, and with including last year, they have lost to Denver like 9 times in a row. Like they can't beat they seem to can't beat this Denver team. They can't figure out how to beat them.
Can I ask you a question? Are the Lakers, and I'm being for real, are the Lakers being a bad regular season team to duck the best teams so they can sneak and try to find a way? So meaning, like, are they really doing this on purpose because they know? Like this season, they didn't have no choice. But last season, look who they played in the first round and the second round. You play Golden State, which we know Golden State is nowhere near the same Golden State. Is the Lakers finding a way to be relevant and be in the playoff and get a decent run by being terrible and being in the play-in?
I think, man.
And I'm being serious. I'm not trolling. I'm being for real.
I think they squeezing as much juice out of this lemon as they can, OG. To be honest with you, and I'm going to still hold him to this. Anthony Davis played 76 games this year. This is the most games he's played in his career, right? In his career. Played 76 games this year, started all 76, right? I still think he can go to another level. Like, I still think that there's another level that he can go to where he, puts on display how dominant of a player that he can be. So when he doesn't do that, then they're essentially going to be a team that, like, struggles, scraps, and claws to get into the playoffs. LeBron is just LeBron. He's 39 years old. He's still you still getting great production out of him, but for him to be your best player leading you to a championship, I don't think he's that player anymore. So now you lean on your second best player, who essentially is supposed to be the best player on your team. So now, he needs to take it to another level for what we really could see out of this team. If Anthony Davis is head and shoulder, and he can't be because Joker is so good, but if Anthony Davis is head and shoulders the best big in the game, the Lakers are a different team, way different team.
Before Fabian go, I'm gonna just say this: I think the Lakers are using the play-in to their advantage. That roster is not a play-in roster. I don't care what. Nobody can make me believe that roster is a play-in roster. I'm sorry. Them dudes is using the play-in to strategically play bad teams to try to sneak into the finals. I really believe that. Yeah. All right.
I mean, they made the number 7 seed enough each season that the play-in's been around, right? But I like how you snuck that in there, Flea. LeBron James not the best player. He's not a number 1 option. He's not a number 2 option. Enough is enough, and the jokes have been cut. I said it before in the summertime. He ain't no damn number 1 option, and Kevin Durant is not a top 10 player. He got smoked. Got his boots smoked. Devin Booker, damn you for ruining my prediction.
Yeah. Thank you.
But y'all gotta relax. You gotta relax.
About what?
We exaggerate everything.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about him because he has vendettas against certain guys. He knows what he does. Oh, let me switch my finger. What? Yeah, there we go.
But what's my vendetta against Durant?
Kevin Durant not a top 10 player now.
He's not a top 10 player.
He's not this year. He's not, Flea. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Kevin Durant
this season?
Yeah,
damn, he was almost 50, 40, 90. You see his numbers this year?
So was Nas Reed.
No, he was. Nas Reed.
Neither one of them were. Is my point. Hold on. But here's what I'm saying.
Nas Reed almost wasn't 30, almost 30 a night either.
But come on now. He's where he's supposed to be. The 6th man.
Hold on,
Kevin Durant might be a.
Hold on, you bugging. You bugging now.
But he's a number 2 guy.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Just specifically this season, KD's not top 10.
No,
I'm just asking. I'm not like
him on
LeBron.
No.
Forget LeBron. OG. Hold on.
No. Hold
healthy
on.
Embiid.
No. Wait. I'm just saying because let's not act like LeBron, KD, and Kawhi. Those guys are always meshed together. I'm just saying for me, those 3, my opinion this season is not top 10 players. That's just my opinion.
When are we gonna say how is look, Anthony Davis is getting a lot of flack. He deserves all the blame, a lot of blame
Davis
or whatever.
Top 10 player this year?
I think there's no way KD. How is KD a top 10 over Anthony Davis? When Anthony Davis affects, he's changing every single shot damn near.
No,
KD ain't doing that.
That's a great conversation.
I'm with y'all. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flea, because we've had top 10 lists. We've had top 10 topics, and people still have LeBron and KD in there, but don't have AD in there. They don't even mention AD. So my point is, how was AD not mentioned and KD and these guys is mentioned? I'm sorry. What he said?
He said, "Hey, when I was telling him to put his glasses back, put your glasses back on." Yo.
I love it, man. Big shout out to everybody in the comments, man. Y'all the ones that keep us going, man. We love it, man. Roast us, troll us. We love it. We don't take none of this personal.
We love everything.
Because he knows how I feel about put your glasses back on. That means
I know
there's no coming back from that.
No.
But
hold on, Fabian, can you give us 10 right now better than KD this season?
Yeah, hold on.
I hate being on the spot though, because look, Ant-Man is not.
We're talking about specifically this season, though, fellas. Like specifically this season,
Ant-Man is not going to get that consideration. You're going to say KD could do more on the offensive side, but
No,
Ant-Man's
I
a way better
disagree.
leader.
No. Let's remember the key word, y'all. This season, let's just talk about some guys that have been playing great basketball, have their teams in better positions, better seedings than Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns. And also, we need to let go. Devin Booker is not the best shooting guard in the league. That conversation is dead as well.
But I think shooting the shooting guard thing is like
because I love my
Brunson's like a 2 guard to me. Like all these guys are hybrids.
Ant-Man is, like he said, he's the best shooting guard in the league.
Ant-Man got it
Is it
right
2?
now. Ant-Man got it right now for me. I'm sorry.
And Butler done. Listen, I see before the injury, Butler, you ain't impressing me. You might be.
But hold on,
Butler might have had us awful with that playoff Jimmy nonsense.
Ant-Man been dog walk. He'll dog walk your favorite 2 guard.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. But when you were talking, giving AllBall Ant-Man his props, AllBall, that's when I really became an Ant-Man. Like, wait a minute. When Jimmy came into Minnesota, he thought everything was all sweet. Ant-Man, man, get out of here, bro.
Yeah.
We got a new
That's a
dog
fact.
around here. You ain't gonna punk my man. It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
So let's try to run 10 real quick.
Ant-Man, Joker,
And no
obviously.
specific order.
Right, no
Okay.
order.
Yeah,
Ant-Man, Joker,
All right.
SGA,
Shea had a great year.
3,
Shea, Brunson, Luka,
4, 5,
Tatum.
6.
You said Brunson, Luka, Tatum. All right.
And they all 1, 2, 3 seeds. Giannis. Because this has to play a part.
All right.
These guys got their teams in the 1, 2, 3, 4 seed. To me, my opinion, and I was high on Phoenix when they made the trade. Y'all got it on tape. I was wrong. I said Phoenix should be the number 1 seed when you pair up Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal. So for me, for them being the 6th seed, to me they underachieve heavy. I'm sorry.
Like Kawhi isn't only because of injury, but if he's healthy, he's better than Durant to me. Like what we saw at the best of Kawhi this season versus the best of Kevin Durant. And don't get me wrong, I've seen Kevin Durant go crazy this year. Kawhi was crazy. Kawhi was 70%.
He was amazing this year. He was amazing this year.
So maybe that's fringe, but Anthony Davis. We didn't say Anthony Davis. I think he's better than him. AD
was amazing.
Hold on, I'm gonna throw a knuckleball in the game. No Diddy, if that's a no Diddy. Wemby.
I don't even know why I thought about him too. That's why I'm not bugging on you, Fabian. I thought about the kid too. Like, this kid, this kid got a chance to be Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year.
Wow.
Did that ever happen? No way.
Probably got to look that up. I never heard that.
I don't think so.
Maybe Wilt or something like that. Yeah.
I don't think
I never heard that. See, for me, Flea, if Kevin Durant is in or out, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? So, we would have to do our homework to try to get 10. If somebody has him 10, I'm not going to argue it. But it's coming to the point now where, no disrespect, but these young dudes, they kind of on y'all heels.
Yeah.
And we got to start giving them the props they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I understand KD, LeBron, Kawhi, the elder statesmen, they still, doing great work and putting in that work. But these young dudes is dog walking everybody. They number 1, 2, 3 seeds. They ain't scared of y'all. They not backing down. So I got to look at it like that.
OKC can mess around and have 3 of the top 10 players in the league at one point. Like at some point in the next couple of years, in the next couple of years, like SGA, Jalen Williams, and Chet could all be top 10 in the league on somebody's list, right? That's just how good these young boys are, man. I ain't mad at you, man. Like, it's just hard for me to say like Kevin Durant is like clearly out of the top 10, but it's just then you think about it and you like, well, Ant-Man had a great year. Anthony Davis had a great year. Giannis is still great. Joker, who else did we say? SGA, Luka,
Embiid, Giannis, Brunson,
like that.
To me, I put it like this, Fleet. As hard as it is to think about, like, damn, is he? The fact that we have to think about it is because if he really was, I don't think Minnesota just trounces Phoenix like that.
Yeah, that team is
That's
different.
not happening.
I agree with you. I agree with you. That
KD ain't playing. He ain't letting you talk to him like that.
Yeah, that Phoenix team is different if he is still a top 3 player in the league, right? Right? Like, probably still, if you're talking about talent, just straight up talent, he's probably still top 3 talent, no doubt.
Right.
But like, just in terms of player, what you do, how it affects both on and off the court, leadership. We start throwing that word around, right? He hates that word, Kevin Durant, leadership. Yeah, stop talking about leadership when it comes to me. But it shows on the basketball court, because when you start talking about leadership, when LeBron was at the apex, his teams were 1, 2, or 3. It didn't matter. Every year we 1, 2, or 3. It don't matter.
Fleece, stay right there. Fleece, stay right there. I like that you said that, because it feels like Ant-Man, even Brunson in his own way, even Trae Young in his own way, Ja Morant, the superstar kids, they're challenging the old guard. Like Kevin Durant and LeBron is the leader of all this. This that hippie vibe. You just said right now, Flea. Ant-Man's bringing it to the old guy. KD ain't got that in him. That's why it was so disappointing that Draymond got that in him. Yo, Draymond, you ain't even a top 5 guy to be talking like that, right? But KD doesn't have it in him, and now it's showing the intangible that we've always been missing, that we missed out of our top dudes. And it's like, it's not just a fan thing. This ain't a movie script for a character. No, this is real life, and we believe this is what helps motivate yourself and your team. When your team sees you doing that, say what you want. Joel Embiid look crazy when he did. Like he was on the floor looking up, wondering if he was still alive. No disrespect, but that had to be crazy if you're a Philly fan going like, even as a Knicks fan, I was like, yo, that was crazy.
His
and then
eyes,
when I was like, damn,
his eyes
the Warrior,
his eyes look a little loopy. Yeah.
But Joel Embiid is a warrior at the end of the day to me. He proved that the blood coming out of his knee. Like as a fan, you go, damn, he earned you. Yo, bro, you earned your 250, dog. Joel, so KD, do you really earn your 250? Like you get punked like that? Nah.
But that's a great, I ended with, for me, talking about, the first round, all the game ones, Brunson versus Embiid, Knicks versus 76ers. 2 players, to me, playing better than KD this season, even though, Embiid was hurt. Listen, man, Brunson didn't even have a great game. DiVincenzo didn't have a great game. But the Warrior in Embiid, former MVP. Listen, man, that series is going to be a great series. And I think that series is going to be one of the best matchups we're going to see in this playoff thus far. I think that's the best series by far. You got 2 cities who despise each other respectfully. Philly against New York. We both so close. We both similar. But everybody wants to throw jabs at each other when it comes to whether it's rapping, slang, mentality. Philly versus New York, what city is better? And then you got a guy like Embiid, who, my opinion, this is it. We bumped him in the first round. There's major moves going on in Philly. So there's a lot at stake right now for Philadelphia and for Joel Embiid. So I think this is one of the series you have to watch. You really have to pay close attention because this can blow up the whole NBA. We bumped Philly in the first round. Embiid is out of there.
I was just waiting for you to say it. I didn't want to interrupt you. I want you to get that out so we got that on record.
So I want you, since you was waiting for that, here you go. I laid it out for you.
So
your opinion.
I'm not mad at that. I think you start thinking like that. The organization and him, like both of them. I think collectively you got to start thinking like that. Now, don't get me wrong. You're talking about essentially giving up on an MVP level player, right? On a guy that when he's healthy, you are a top 1, 2, 3 seed in your conference, probably a top 1, 2, 3 team in the league, right? So, that's tough. You have to think about it, but you got to make sure you get a haul back, right? You be starting over and fixing your team around Maxey. So, you would have to figure out what you need to put around him, to, make this thing go. Are you looking to bottom out? Are you looking to get into the lottery after making that trade? Like, there's a lot of questions that would have to be asked and answered, if we bump them out this first round. I think we're gonna win the series, personally.
Yeah, me too.
I think the series is gonna go a little bit longer than what Fabian's saying. Fabian got us out of hand 4. That would be wonderful, but I don't see us winning 4 straight games against Philly. Tonight, though, tonight we get a W. Tonight we get a W. I think Brunson has a way better game in terms of shooting the ball. I think Tibbs makes a change. I had to sleep on that. I think I agree with Fabian. I think he might make a change and start Mitchell Robinson just because how overmatched Hartenstein looked against Embiid. Embiid was dogging him in that first couple minutes. So that might be a change that he makes. I fully expect us to have a better shooting performance. Again, we shot below 40% in the first game. So I don't believe for us as a team to shoot that low of a percentage collectively. I think we go to Philly up 2-0.
Well, before Fabian go, I'm gonna just say this also. We win this series. This bumps Jalen Brunson the superstar, which I already think he is, but some people, they held reserve. I think we beat Philadelphia, former MVP, shoots him to superstardom. And I'm gonna say this, Fabian, I'm gonna let you go. A lot of teams that's gonna lose in the first round, there's gonna be changes. Phoenix, the Clippers, Lakers, Philadelphia. Remember, Milwaukee, all these teams have championship aspirations. You lose in the first round, there will be major moves next season. So this playoffs, this first round is very important to damn near everybody because everybody is on these teams that's built to win championships. They stacked up, and now you lose in the first round. Listen, man, it's going to be major moves. But go ahead, Fabian.
I was trying to pull this up real quick. Tyrese. Well, Joel Embiid is out. We know he was questionable going into this, if that. But now Tyrese Maxey's listed as questionable for a sickness. I don't even know what kind of sickness you got all of a sudden. Like
them niggas
he's playing. He's playing.
I mean,
what kind of Jedi mind tricks they try to play? Get out of
yeah,
here.
but
man.
what I mean, he missed shoot around. I don't take this stuff lightly, bro, because I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole Embiid leaving in the summertime thing with all that cap space and everything, the way these people talk about Daryl Morey, to me, that I might call out sick too, bro. You paying me anyway, and we're not motivated to work with you. Like, remember, what if Maxey's sitting there sick to death because I just saw the biggest superstar risk his life for the things that you've been pulling off? We don't know what's going on inside that organization, but I do know they don't like that guy. I don't know, but where there's smoke, there's fire, bro. And I don't think he would just, maybe he is really sick. I don't know, but I don't overlook the Philadelphia injury report. I don't.
I wish they would have had. I wish they would have had an anonymous report like they just came out with all these anonymous things with the coaches. I don't know if y'all saw this list, but there was a list going around about for players. It was an anonymous survey on who do they least like to play for and who they would love to play for.
I seen that.
All that type of stuff. I wish they would have one for GMs. Like, who would you love to be a part of? What team you would be love to be a part of, and who would you not like to be a part of? Because, like you saying, Fabian, it's not the first time I've heard, oh, there it goes. our guy was at the top of the list. But look who's second.
Yeah, come on now. And look who's third.
No, I started to call you this morning. I was dying laughing.
Hold on. Look who's fourth.
Yo.
These are kind of like we could have guessed all these guys, bro. Darvin Ham is crazy.
Look who else is on the list, though.
Wow, Nick Nurse, Popovich, and Steve Clifford. I'm surprised by Nick. Why Nick Nurse? Why do you think Nick Nurse he actually holds you accountable?
Maybe. I don't know. The league is getting younger, so I wouldn't expect this list. This list would look different if it was 10 years ago.
You think so?
I think so. If this list was done 10 years ago, 2014, that it would look a lot different. Obviously, Darvin Ham is not a head coach in 2014, but I think that list will look a lot different. A coach to play who would be a favorite to play for would be a Monty Williams.
Right. All these guys did say that they, supposedly all these players don't want to play under Thibodeau, but yet Bogey, he said, if you are a player, you want to play as much as you can. So I don't get the other players who voted against Tibbs or whatever. He's straight up. Whoever is giving him great minutes is going to be on the court. So that's from Bohan Bogdanovic, the New York Knicks, the current New York Knicks, just got here 3 months ago. And I think he may have heard rumors. He came back with Alec Burks, so I'm pretty sure he's heard every story in the world. But again, that lends itself into what I'm saying about I'm not overlooking the injury thing. I'm not saying to prepare like they're not going to play. You prepare like Maxey and Embiid are going to play at full throttle. But for game 2, I need Mitchell Robinson to start. And when you see Embiid at the top of the key, put OG on him. I don't need OG chasing Tyrese Maxey around. That was crazy. Like we talked about yesterday, Flea. Leave Mitchell Robinson in the back to start that game. We don't want him to get fouls like everybody else. If they worried about Mitchell Robinson getting fouls, how? Mitchell Robinson played 30 games, played double the amount of time that Hartenstein did. You let Hartenstein come in there and do his thing. If Embiid is on fire like that, where he gets 2 fouls on Mitchell Robinson, that means he's going crazy. Because he does have that little spin move with the elbow, the left elbow, and he works his way off on Mitchell Robinson. I don't see that happen unless he really pumps the real juice. No, did he yesterday? So I want. That's what I want to see. I expect a blowout victory. I don't expect nothing close. I think Brunson's going to step it up. I don't expect Josh Hart to hit 4 3-pointers, but I expect him to get 15 rebounds. 15 rebounds from Josh Hart. DiVincenzo's going to step up, I think, and McBride's going to be key. McBride's going to be key on Maxey. If Maxey's really sick, as they said in the Twitter world, he ain't really sick. He just saw Deuce McBride going to be guarding him today. That's what he's sick of. I agree. I think Deuce is going to come out there and go crazy. What for Brunson to come out post game and the first 2 words out of his mouth was Deuce McBride. He's the guy. When you rewatch that game, Brunson was on the sideline like, "Oh, I'm bugging. Let me calm down." This little kid came in here and just went crazy. So, Deuce, appreciate you. Salute to you. DiVincenzo, you streaky. You're gonna show up however you can. OG, we watching you in your elbow, bro. But we need you to step up, stick around on Embiid, bro. And we need Mitchell Robinson to start the game off, man.
Well, for me, I see tonight. Y'all know my predictions sometimes come to fruition when I say Brunson, we need a 40 piece. I don't see Brunson playing that bad again. He was horrific, man. Just turnover after turnover. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the jitters. I don't know. But I don't see that duplicating. Josh Hart's going to be Josh Hart. I really don't worry about I just worry about Josh Hart when he's trying to run a fast break. Other than that, I don't worry about Josh Hart. He's going to be get the offensive rebounds. He's going to be the toughness. He's going to hit big shots. So I don't worry about him being not efficient. We just need him to be him. What we need. We cannot. Kyle Lowry is a thorn in our side.
I said
no matter where he plays at.
18 points.
Yes. He went on a 10-0 run by himself. Embiid and Maxey's going to be Embiid and Maxey. You're not going to stop that. Can you contain it to a certain degree? Maybe. I don't worry about that. Once again, if they get 30 apiece, I'm fine with that. You cannot let Kyle Lowry get 18. You keep Tobias Harris, bum ass, excuse my language, under 10. You keep Kelly Oubre under 10. So as long as you contain them other guys, I'm fine. We got to slow down Kyle Lowry. But I'm not really worried. I don't see DiVincenzo and Brunson having a bad game back-to-back like that. Once again, if those guys were 85 to 90% of what they are, that game isn't even close. In the third quarter, we was up 14. Kyle Lowry does what he do. So we slow that down, we're fine. I see a blowout tonight. I agree with that. I see a blowout, at least double-digit win, 10 to 15. I say maybe at one time we up 20. I see Brunson coming out like gangbusters, 40 ball. And I think tonight is very important. I think this tells the series. To me, this will let us know if we win it in a sweep of 5 games. This one, get it over with. Because now we win tonight. Even if we split in Philly, we come back home and we get them out of here. So I think tonight is very important. I think Tibbs is going to have them on their job and understand, hey, this right here will give us some leeway and we'll be able to get them out of here. So, yeah, I think we get them out of here tonight blowout, Brunson 40 ball.
I love it.
Whether Maxey and MB play, I don't care whether they're healthy or unhealthy. I don't even care.
I got to jump out of here, but we getting a W tonight.
Yes, sir. Flea, always a pleasure, my brother. You know
my brothers.
Flea, my brother.
Yes, our brother Flea. Are we live? Yeah, man. Yeah.
Live? I'm trying to find that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Because TNT ain't low. The NBA media is not low
at all.
At all.
They just looking sillier and sillier every day, literally. Literally.
I think, and this is the proof right here for me. NBA decided today, out of all days, of course, they had to promote somebody during the TNT game. TNT is presenting the Knicks versus 76ers game 2. And here's the promo video.
Hall of Fame player by the end of his career, the way he playing up there. So if you keep this up, you're on great pace to do that.
Let's go, come on. Right now, he's playing as well as anybody in the league.
Super crafty, puts the defender in tough positions.
Me and you, let's get to it.
And you don't stop a guy like Jalen Brunson. You can't say enough good things.
Jalen Brunson with another answer.
76ers Knicks tomorrow
So
on TNT.
wow. TNT, that's their promotion.
Yeah. Barkley, Charles, got it all wrong.
Shaq, Shaquille.
All they kept talking about was Tobias Harris
and Buddy Hill.
And Buddy Hill. Meanwhile, TNT just showed you, hey, the former MVP went down. Guess who we're going to promote this game with? The real MVP, Jalen Brunson.
Exactly. And by the way, Charles and Shaq, we're going to subliminally tell y'all sound like idiots and y'all wrong. So stop making the network look bad. Stop making the network look like y'all don't do y'all homework and y'all don't do your job. Because right now, Shaq and Charles is making TNT look bad. You know what that is? To literally be wrong all the time. You know how insane that is? When you're supposed to be an expert? So you telling me I'm just paying you for nothing? You're not even watching the games. So big shout out TNT for throwing Chuck and Shaq under the bus. Because that's what that did. That's what that did. Wow.
By the way, we got apparently some inside information here from the official payback. Hey, listen, I work by the hotel in Elmsford, New York, where they are staying. And I can tell you, I feel like something ain't right. It looks like some team members don't get along or don't agree.
For what team?
I would say Philly. It can't be. 76ers are imploding behind the scenes.
Wow. Well, you know what? What's that name? The platform?
Payback. The
official payback. Big shout out to you. I mean, I can agree. Once again, if I'm playing with Philly, y'all gave Tobias 180. What is he doing? How long are we going to keep playing with Embiid that continues to get healthy or get gassed out in playoff series? We relying on Kyle Lowry? And like you said, Daryl Morey, we already know the type of games you play. Listen, man, I love it. And let's not forget, you got guys like Paul Reed who shouldn't even be allowed to talk on no platform. You didn't earn the right to do that yet. So look how much pressure you put on the 76ers. Look how stupid you're going to look when we mop the floor with y'all. You got to remember, once we beat the 76ers, Paul Reed is officially a meme. Officially a meme. I know if I'm Maxey, Embiid, I'm going, yo, Paul, like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? So, listen, man, it's imploding because y'all know, bro, we about to lose in the first round. We got a former MVP. In the beginning of the season, we was looking like contenders. We have a championship coach. We about to lose. Remember, in people's minds, the Knicks are still the sorry Knicks. You see how they talk about us? So imagine losing to the Knicks, the sorry Knicks in the first round. And y'all supposed to have the best player in the NBA, the most dominant player in the NBA, the former MVP. Yeah. Think about that headline, Philly. Please, think about that headline.
It's getting worse, man, because Nick Nurse is out here talking about they're rigging the game. Oh, man, Nick Nurse.
They
He's supposed to be
anything now. Wow.
That's the championship coach, right? That's what you said, AllBall?
What he said, please.
What happened? Oh, they don't have a video? All right.
Right, but they should have whatever he said, right?
I'll just read it. They shot 1 million free throws in the second quarter. It seemed like all of a sudden it was a free throw time. I haven't seen that in any playoff game all year. Yet here all of a sudden there's a parade to the line. Nick Nurse after game 1. The Knicks shot 10 of their 28 free throws in the second quarter. Nick Nurse, shut your dumb ass up, bro.
Hold on, can I ask you a question? Right, is 10 free throws in the quarter is a lot of free throws? And if I'm not mistaken, going into the half, was it a tie ball game or like it was a close game?
We started coming back because of the second quarter. It wasn't no damn free throws. Deuce McBride came where he got in the game and started torching you guys. What are you talking about? You had Oubre with the 7 foot length. Shout out to Sean Bernard. He popped up on here, AllBall TV, and broke everything down. He did say Oubre was on the guard Brunson, and he is giving him a hard time. All right, cool. He ain't giving McBride a hard time. You know why? Because McBride got a 7 foot jump shot. That's why. Torching. Why Doncic came in the game. Torching y'all. He ain't no free throw assassin. That's not what
Are they setting in the excuses already?
Oh, you know it.
The championship coach is setting in the excuse already?
Paul,
Pack them up. Hold on. Is Brunson packing somebody else up? Hold on. Is my guy Brunson packing another coach up? Lord have mercy. Listen, man. Call my guy the Packer.
The Pac-Man. Knicks 100. I forgot he's a pessimistic Knicks fan. We look like trash. Yes, we look like trash and we still won. Remember, that's how we're going to play the game. We don't play the game. What is this spectacular offense you guys are looking for? What have you been watching? It's Mitchell Robinson at the helm. What is he going to do for you? Are you expecting Akeem Olajuwon float? What are you doing? What talking about?
No,
grabbing offensive rebounds, putbacks, and doing the dirty work.
We didn't look like trash. We look like what NBA playoffs look like. That's NBA playoffs. Remember, y'all want the fantasy. Y'all want 140. Y'all want everybody to be efficient. Y'all want everybody to shoot 60%. We played how playoff basketball is supposed to be played. You toughen out a win. That was a tough win. Let's not forget, we're playing against the former MVP, a championship coach, and we're playing against one of the up-and-coming best guards in the NBA. He's probably top 10 guards in the NBA right now. And we pulled out a tough win. Come on, man. You got to give us props. Listen, tonight, my prediction, big game tonight. I think this here tells the series. We win this, we basically won the series. If we lose this game, we basically keeping them in it. Brunson 40 ball, and we get them out of here. We running them off the floor. But no, we didn't look trash. We look like what NBA players supposed to look like. Gritty, tough, low scoring. Come on, man. You got to give us props for that. Man.
And Nick 100 is saying everything they game plan for worked. I agree. Like the Sixers game plan, they pulled it off better because you have 2 1A guys, supposedly superstar guys. But my whole thing is, bro, Embiid, if you're a Sixers guy, remember, they already played a playoff game. This is 2 playoff games for Embiid in a span of, this will be his 3rd game in 4 days? Come on, man.
Yeah.
We had a week off. Mitchell Robinson had a week off. OG had a week off. These guys who play 40 minutes a game had a week off. And again, if that was our worst game, Knicks 100, that's great. Now, what happens? It's just like an inbounds pass. You call a timeout. What play they ran? Okay, let's go back in the huddle. So now we got an entire game plan. Tibbs got more game film down packed. We know they're going to throw Oubre at us. We see now the blueprint for what everyone's going to do to Brunson. Throw the bigger guard. Remember, they even had what's his name? The one that Batum. They had Batum following him around, and they had DiVincenzo bringing the ball up. So now we're going to work on some schemes where Brunson doesn't have to bring the ball up. You didn't talk about that. I haven't seen anybody talk about that. DiVincenzo started bringing that ball up.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So I just can't wait to see how Brunson responds to that. How do you respond to the amount of attention Brunson gets off the ball and just get everybody else going? Let DiVincenzo, McBride get 5 more shots each because they're sharpshooters, especially McBride. I can't wait for this.
Great point. Listen, man, I'm really looking forward to tonight because, you know, it shows this is where, you know, determination, grit, coaching, being prepared. Game 2 is when you see, okay, they ain't playing no games or they took the foot off the gas. Listen, man, tonight is going to prove if we can be a championship contending team. Shaq says this all the time. You got to put your foot on their neck. Put your foot on their neck. We ain't letting up. Game 2 for us, very important tonight. Very important. We don't need to give them no confidence. If we can win by 40, you win by 40. You send a message. We the Knicks. We better than y'all. And we serious. So for me tonight, I'm looking forward to us really letting them know we the better team. All that mess y'all was talking, false. We don't believe y'all. We better than y'all. Let's go. New York City. We in the building, baby. Yo.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.